Hi everyone, welcome to another mat class with me. Grab your mat and grab some water and let's get started. Let's start today on hands and knees, aligning those wrists under the shoulders. Knees are under the hips. Good, let's start with pushing into our hands and shins for some cat-cows, rounding that spine. And then pushing the tailbone back, head comes up. Good, pushing into the hands and shins, and head comes up. Good, warming up the spine. Good, exhale as you round the spine, and inhale as you come up. Good. Good, two more. And the last one. Good, all right, let's open our arm to the ceiling. So gliding one hand out and then focusing on the turn coming from your mid spine and bring that down. Other hand goes out and then come back down. Good. So here I want you to keep your hips pointing forward, because if you don't keep them forward, then your hips are turning out, and we don't want that. We just want the movement to come from that mid spine. Good, other side. And last time on this side. Good. And come down. Good. Just sit back on those heels. Take a small little rest off those wrists. All right, so we'll come back to our quad to do our arm lift at the side, and this will just warm up our abdominals. Okay? So aligning those wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips again. Good. Pressing into one hand and lift the opposite arm behind you. Just come to hip height. You don't need to go too high, hip height. And then bringing it back down. Good. Other side, pressing into that one hand. Right away you'll feel the abdominals turn on. And bring it back down. Good. Belly's pulled in. Trying to keep that other arm as straight as you can without locking it. Bringing the arm back and down. Couple more. And last one. Beautiful. All right, let's do some bent knee hip circles. So bring one leg up. Bend that knee. Good. Foot is flex. Here I don't care if you have your hips square. Just bring the leg out and make circles. Good. This is warm up, so we don't really need to focus on our hips being as square. Good. Just really, this should feel nice. So bring it back around. Make them as big or small as you want, and then reverse the direction. So bring that knee forward, out, back, and back in. Starting to feel nice and warm. Good, and last one. Good. All right, let's get that other leg warmed up, or other hip. Bring that leg up, bend the knee, flex the foot, go out to the side, and down, around, and up. This one always reminds me of a dog using the washroom. Good, keep that belly pulled in. Good, and reverse those circles. So bring the knee in towards you and then around. Try to make a circle. Good, all right, perfect. Okay, let's do our kneeling squat. Okay, so taking your hands, lacing the fingers, placing the hands behind your head. Good. And take an inhale. Exhale, come up and squeeze your glutes. And then down. We have 6 of these, so 5 more. 5, 4. Nice work for the quads. 3, 2, and last one. Good. Come down. Good. You can take your hands. Now let's go back into quad for some arm leg reach prep. Okay, so your legs are hip distance apart again. Good. Aligning those wrists under the shoulders as much as possible. Good. Get heavy in one hand and the opposite knee, and then staying on the mat. Just reach those limbs in front and behind, and then bring it back. Good. Your head isn't lifted too much. Try to line it up as much as you can with your spine. And Pilates is also about being, well, it's very much about being body aware and knowing where your head is in space. Good. Just reaching forward and then pulling it in. Good. One more on each side. Beautiful. All right, let's go back a little bit on our mat and come to kneeling. Good. Circle the arms around and then go into a child's pose. Good. Pushing yourself up to cow. Good. Tucking the toes, pushing into down dog. Good. Pushing yourself down into cow. Remember to relax those feet. And then coming into child's pose. And then back up to kneeling. Good. Arms come around. Child's pose. Into cow. Tuck the toes, down dog. Good. Back to cow. Good. And into child's pose. Kneeling. Arms circle around. Go into child's pose. Up to cow. Good. Tuck the toes. Push yourself into down dog. Don't worry about getting those heels. Come back into cow. Good. Child's pose. Let's do it one more time. Come up to kneeling. Good. Circle the arms around in front of you. Come into that nice child's pose. Feel the stretch. Push yourself up into cow. Small divot in the lower part of your back. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Good. Come back to cow. Good. And child's pose. Perfect. Good. Grab a quick drink of water if you need to. And then let's come to do some kneeling, okay? All right. Let's come to kneeling. Good, so belly is pulled in. Good, you can double up your mat if you need to. Arms are long by their sides, good. And let's just side bend to one side. Come back to center and the other. Good, paying attention to where your hands go as you side bend. I want you to focus on lifting the ribs off the hips and then side bending. So instead of like just crunching down here, can you think about lifting and going over? Good. Lifting without raising your shoulders to your ears. Good. Lift. Good. And to this side. Good. Let's do a spine twist. So you can take your hands on your head or you can keep them across your body. Let's start with them crossing over our body. Good, hips are pointing to me, and I want you to think about twisting while keeping hips point forward, twisting to one side, coming back to center, and twisting to the other side. Good, glutes are relaxed, belly is pulled in. Good. Exhale, twist. Come back to center, good. If you want to place your hands on your head, sometimes I like this because my head can go into my hands and I can use that and twist more. Good. Imagining your abdominals is like a sponge or a cloth that you have to wring out. So you have to really press your head into your hands as you twist. Good, just called a spine twist. Other side. And back to center. Good. Let's just raise our hands to our shoulders, back down to our legs, and then out to the side. Good. Nice little arm flow here. Good, keep the belly pulled in. Just warming up the shoulders. Good. One more time out to the side and then back up. Good, just give them a little shake. Good, bring those arms out to the side, and I want you to try to keep your fingers, all four fingers together, okay? So not apart, keeping them together. Good, thumbs are pointing to the ceiling, and just make small circles. Good. Keeping the arms nice and straight. Keeping those fingers together. Good. And other direction. Beautiful. All right, come down. Just shake those shoulders out. Good. So we just warmed up our shoulders to start doing our side kick. Okay, so here I'll demonstrate. We're going to start doing our side kick prep. So we do that nice side bend, and we come down, and where our hand falls, we bring the other leg out. Good. And then bring that knee in, push yourself up, and you're back to tall kneeling. Good. We will stick with the same side. So, ready to join me? Lift up and over. Place that hand down. Leg comes up. Good. Notice my head is in line with my spine, and I'm not turned out on my hip. My hip is stacked. Okay? And then bring everything in and come up. Same side. Leaning over, bring it down. Good. Good. Reaching up, over. This time when you come out, your leg is there, and lift it up and down. For 7, belly pulled in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring that leg in and come up. Good. We'll do side kick. Sorry, it's side kick prep, but we're doing a side lift after. We'll get to the kick maybe in another class. All right, so let's lean over to one side. Place your hand down, and your leg comes out. And then bring everything back in and come up. Good. up and over. Leg comes out, and then bring it back in. Good. Good. So reaching up and over. So I'm nice and tall on that knee. Good. Hold this out here. Good. And lift the leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Slide that knee in and restack the spine. Good. We're going to do something for our glutes similar to our warm-up, but we're not sitting back on our heels. It's just we lean back. So take your hands, your arms, cross them over your chest. Good. Relax those feet. Good. And I just want you to lean back. And then come up. You don't need to go too far, and you'll feel it in your thighs. Lean back, belly's pulled in, and come up. Lean back, and then come up. Good, you should be feeling this in your quads. Maybe you can go a little bit further, but I'm telling you, you don't need to feel this. If you have any knee pain or anything like that, just skip this exercise. Good, just 2 more. Good, last one. And come up. Good, okay. Good. Sit down onto your heels, and we'll do a spine extension, okay? So it's a small movement, so you can place your fingers again, place them behind your head. We're not moving our legs. We're gonna focus on really extending and trying to point your breastbone up to the ceiling. So really opening at the chest and pointing your breastbone forward, and then coming back down. Okay, so it's a small movement. So extend the spine. Good, don't overextend where you're feeling it in your lower back. Good, so really extend that breastbone and then come back. Good, small movement here, 2 more. And last one. Beautiful. Okay, all right. Let's go on to our sides. Okay, so I want you to come up onto your elbow. Legs are long. Bottom leg is bent. Top leg is nice and long. Let's get ready for some stuff for our glutes. So I want your side waistline lifted. It means it's not hanging out down here. We've warmed up our shoulders enough. So I want you to really be high on that shoulder. Try to get your elbow under your shoulder as much as possible. Good. And your other leg is nice and long. And let's go for 8 lifts. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 1. Good. Calm down. Good. Make adjustments if necessary. Let's get ready for some leg circles. So remember, lift that bottom waistline. Good. Activate everything around your core. Leg comes out, leg comes up. Good. Point the toe as you make circles. Three, 2, And one, just when you thought you were done, other side. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, just push yourself up into a little bit of a mermaid. And bring one arm over. Good. And come down. Good. Good. As you come down on this side, just come back to, so you're tall on that elbow. Good. Bottom leg is bent. Good. Let's do side kick. Okay, so really lift again that bottom waistline. Good. My top shoulder is, my collarbone is nice and wide here. Okay, so let's bring that leg up. Good. Flex the foot as you bring it forward. Point as you bring it behind. Flex forward. Point behind. Good. We have 6 more, but do as many as you can that your body feels good to do. Because remember, we got to do the other side. 4 more. Last 2. Good. Last one here. Make it a good one. Good. Awesome. All right. Let's do the other side before we do some stuff on our stomachs. Okay. So let's go to the other side. This side will feel nice and fresh. Bend that bottom leg. Good. Remember, line the elbow under your shoulder as much as you can. Good. Bottom waistline is lifted, so it's not slouching down. It's nice and lifted here. Good. Point the toe. Let's do some leg lifts. Good. Lift and lower. Breathe through it. Two more. And last one. Good. All right. Leg circles. Okay. So remember, your hips are stacked. Bring that leg up. Good. Point the toe and start to make circles. Belly's pulled in. And other direction. Good. You make those beautiful circles. They don't need to be big. 4. And last one. Good. Gently push yourself up into that mermaid position. Good. And just mermaid to one side. Good. And the other side. Good. On this next one, come down and find your position again. So that bottom leg is bent. Good. And let's do our side kick. Okay. So make sure that top hip is not rolling back. Okay. It needs to be stacked. Good. This hand can support you if you need it. Good. Let's bring that leg up. Flex the foot as you bring it forward. And point behind. Flex forward, point behind. Don't forget to breathe. more. And last one. Good. All right. Push yourself up. Good. Let's go on to our stomachs. Good. So here you can just stack your fingers, stack your hands. Good. And bend your knees so your heels are together. Good. You can rest your forehead on your hands. Good. And here I just want you to widen so your pubic bone is imprinted in the mat. Good. And just squeeze your heels and then unsqueeze them. So you won't be able to see much of a movement in the camera. Squeeze your heels together and then let it go. You'll feel it in your glutes. Heel squeeze and release. Good. Continue. Don't forget to breathe. Don't hold your breath. Two more. Last one. Good. All right, release those legs. Just give them a little bit of a shake. Good. All right. So go back into that same position where your heels are together. And I will demonstrate. So we'll continue with this squeeze and then lift, kind of try to lift your legs back up and down. So squeeze those heels and then lift. Small movement. Good. Squeeze the heels and then try to lift the knees off the mat and down. And lift. Good. Squeeze those heels and then lift the knees up. And you should be feeling this in your glutes, hopefully. Squeeze and lift. Good. 3 more. Lots of stuff you can do here with your own body for glutes. Don't always need weights. Last one. Squeeze and lift. Good. All right. Bring those legs down. Just give your legs a little bit of a shake. All right, let's come to sitting. I see the sun has joined me in this room. Okay, let's come to sitting. And let's do some stuff for our arms. Okay, so first we're going to do a side arm push-up. Okay, so it looks like this. All right, so we're in a T. We come down. And then we push off that arm and we go to a T and we go to the other side and then use that arm to push up. Okay, so we're actually going to do 10 each side. So we're going to do 20 total. Do the counting, try to keep up. If you can't, that's okay. All right, so let's come down, push up. Good, really pressing into that hand to come up. Good, we're almost halfway. All right, we're halfway, 10 more. Don't forget to breathe. last one over to the side. Good. All right. All right. Let's come to our hands and knees. Okay. And let's come up into a plank. Okay, so plank, you have the option of coming hands and knees like this, or sorry, hands, tall hands, and your feet are out. Or you can come down onto your forearms and hold it, and in either way you can do modified, and that's okay. Just no bums up here, not the exercise. Bums, pelvis is tucked in, and you're holding it, okay? So, I'm not gonna tell you how long we're gonna hold it, we're just gonna do some planking, okay? So, if you're on your hands and you want modified, that's fine. It's like this. If not, you're up. All right, let's go. All right, holding. Breathe through it. Good, and come back down. Good. Just go into a child's pose. Good. Let's do one more plank hold. All right, and plank. Pull the belly in. And come down. Good. Just take a break, sit back on those heels, and take a break off those wrists. Good. All right. We're going to do a variation of arm leg reach, otherwise known, I think, also known in yoga as bird dog. Okay, but we'll keep with our Pilates theme, so we'll call it arm leg reach, but we're gonna stick with the same side. Okay, so I'm gonna reach out and then bring everything back in. Reaching out, bring everything back in. Reach, bring it in. Okay, so I want you to avoid, and I'll show you what I'm doing on this side, it's easier with this arm. So reaching out, bringing it back in, but not rounding the spine. Okay, so reach, and then just bring the knee and arm into the center and out. Okay, so pick the side you like to start on, because we're going to do probably 8 each side, maybe 10. We'll see how we feel. Okay, so pick a side you want to start. Remember, opposite arm, opposite leg. Let's start by taking a nice big breath in, and as you exhale, reach those opposite arm, opposite leg. Good. Bring it into center, and then reach out. Two more. Last one. Good. All right. Let's get ready for the other side. Okay. Good. Gather your breath and everything. Good. Take a nice big breath in, and then reach opposite arm, opposite leg out. Good. And bring it in and out. In. Belly's pulled in. Good, and one more. Good. All right. Go into child's pose. Just take a little breath. A little rest, sorry. All right. Let's work that chest. Let's work our arms. And let's do some push-ups. Now, when I say push-ups, people get a little panicked. Personally, I don't love push-ups. I will do modified push-ups with this. If you wish to do full push-ups and you want to do that, be my guest. But I like to do modified because I know that I'm doing it properly. So, hands are just about shoulder width apart. Modified. Lots of times we see everyone's head going down, and that's not correct. Good. So we want to tuck our tail in. Okay, so we don't have it out. Again, not the exercise. Bring that booty in. Good. Hands are a little wide. Spread those fingers. They're there to support you. Good. And let's just do 6. Good. 6. 5. Belly pulled in. 4. 3. Last 2. And last one. Beautiful. Good. All right. Let's come to sitting. Okay? We're coming to sitting, and we're going to come down like we're at a beach. And then using those hands to push you up. Good. Coming down, and then using those to put your hands to push you back up. Good. It's also a bit of a core workout too. It's like a crunch and an arm push up. So it's we're getting our arms. Good. Coming down. Keep those legs long, pointed if you can. Good. Good. Belly's pulled in here. Good. A few more. And last one. Good. Just take a nice big inhale. And just bring those arms down. Imagine you're resting on a pillow. Let your head just hang. And nod your head no. No, we're not done the class. We're just taking a rest. Bring your head back to center and nod it yes. Good. Taking the arms around and just trying to reach the toes, or if it's your ankles, and just feeling the stretch in your hamstrings. Good. All right. One more thing for abdominals. All right. It is planking with some shoulder taps. Okay. So in modified, it looks like this, and you need to do it on your hands because you wouldn't be able to do it on your elbows. Good. So modified, we're here and we're tapping our shoulder. Tap, tap. Okay. 20 alternating, or if you want to come up, tap, tap, tap. Okay. You can do 10 modified. and then the other ones you can do up. So it's 10 alternating, okay? So I'm gonna do it modified for counting purposes here, all right? So for a modified with me, tuck the tailbone in, tuck that pubic bone, okay? And relax the feet and go for 20. Belly pull in. You're over halfway there. Good, and sit back into child's pose. All right. Let's come to seated. Okay. Excuse me, I just need to fix my mat. Good. Come to seated. So your feet are kind of at the end of your mat. And really imprint those soles on your mat. Hands are behind your knees. Good. And here I want you to focus on elbows are wide. You're sitting nice and tall. And then I want you to focus on rolling onto your, like rolling that pelvis back to get that nice C curve. And then using your abdominals and your arms, really pulling on those knees and then coming up and then straightening up, sitting nice and tall, okay? So rolling back, good. Using the hands to bring you forward and then restacking that spine. Good. And restacking, good. You can bring an arm back with you as you come in and then roll up, okay? But you don't need to do the arm, you can just do the rolls back, okay? We might add that on for the next class. Good. All right, let's do something that feels really good. So make sure you have space beside you. Legs are reaching long. Point the toes. Good. And I want to have that same concept of the roll back that we just did. So bring your arms to a T as you roll back on that pelvis and bring them out to a T. Palms are facing down as you push and use your abdominals to push your arms back. Good. Palms are facing the ceiling now as you stretch over those toes. Okay, bring those hands up to chest, rolling back, bring the arms out to a T. Palms are facing down as you push up, and then palms are facing up as you circle the arms and feel the stretch. Good, wherever that may be on your ankles or toes. Good, let's do it again. Bring those arms to chest, hands to chest. Good, rolling back, bring the arms out, pushing into the hands. Palms facing the ceiling, circle the arms around. Beautiful. Let's do a few more. Last one. Good, feel that stretch. Good. Coming back into tall kneeling. Let's do a wild thing. Bring one knee in, other hand goes behind, and then come up, and then feel that stretch. And then come down, that leg straightens, bring the other leg in. Good. Coming up and feeling that stretch. And then coming down. Let's do one more on each side. Bring the knee in and feeling the stretch. Good. Awesome. All right. Let's roll down and cool down. All right. Let's bring one knee into chest, other leg is nice and long. And just start to really focus on inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Good. Pulling that knee in a little closer. Good. Lengthening that leg long, bringing the other leg back into chest, and really just gently pulling it into your body. Good. We did a lot of work today for abdominals, arms. We kind of did a full body exercise, exercises today. So I think we targeted many areas. Good. You can release that. Just place that foot onto the mat and then bring your other leg, cross the heel over the knee, put your one hand through your leg, and then keeping your head on the mat, just pull that in. Good. Nice stretch for our hips. Continuing the breath. Switch that out. Other knee comes over. Good. Release that. You can bring your hands on your knees, let your feet dangle, and just rotate your legs, your knees around, so you get a nice, should feel good on your lower back and also on your hips. And you can reverse that. Reach your legs nice and long, reach overhead. Good, reaching, stretching. Beautiful. Turn over onto your tummy. Good, and just let's stretch out our abdominal area. So just pressing your hands into the mat. Good, and just pressing yourself up, and as far as you can go, that you feel a nice stretch. Good. Look ahead or a little above. Good. And then just coming back down. Good. Grab one foot with your hand. You can rest your head on your other hand and just really gently pulling that leg towards your bum. Good, release that, switch sides. Okay, you can release that, stack both hands on, rest your forehead, and just wiggle or shake your knees side to side, really letting your glutes relax. And just good. Turning back onto our back to get our full relaxation in for the end of class here. Good, lying on your back, palms facing the ceiling, feet are relaxed. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Relaxing here for a moment. Feeling accomplished. Feeling more mobile in our body. Might be a little sore tomorrow, but that's a good sign of a good workout sometimes. Good. Slowly wiggling your fingers and toes. Remember, you can relax here as long as you need to. Good. Slowly turning onto your side as if you were to get out of bed. And just relax there for a moment. And when you're ready, you can push yourself up to a seated position. Excellent. I hope you had a good class. I hope you sleep well, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.